Hello, everybody. Welcome to the That's How We Roll channel. Tonight, Misfits of Alseta. This is a 5e D&D game where all of our players are playing level 8 characters. I said that right? I don't know.
Yeah.
And
12.
before we get to know
15?
everybody, let's hop over to Lee for an announcement.
Hello, I'm Lee for an announcement. Do you like Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realm? It is an awesome idle game, and if you put in Lilith Feste, you will get a free Electrum chest. The code is also in our crawl on the bottom if you didn't memorize the words I just said or understand it phonetically. But it's a really fun game. It's got all of the lore and things from the Forgotten Realm, and actually they're getting like Baldur's Gate characters in the game. Like Asterion is incoming, and Lazelle's already in it. Also in it, one Penelope Halfpint, played by Hope LaVelle. That's me. That's what I got to say.
Okay, let's see if we can remember the order. And we're going to go back to Lee, and we're going to do our intros.
I'm first, so it's really easier
Yeah,
for me. Hi, I'm Lee. I am a pancake artist, and I play this Dungeons and Dragons game. And I have birthed my day today, so I'm glad that I get to spend that with all of y'all. I am the Wildfire Druid David. Both of us are he, him, and I'm bad at animals.
April.
That's me. I was having a panic. I could not remember. I remembered too. I'm running that.
I was enjoying it because I was like, I know April's next. I don't think April knows that she's next. Let's go.
Hi all. I'm April. You can find me as April Raygun on most places on the internet. And I'm playing Nira, the Kobold Bard.
Amazing.
And happy birthday, David.
But not Lee. Definitely
and
not.
Lee, not Lee.
Definitely not. Hey, everybody. It's true. My name is Jacob Plicque, Duval King Jacob on Twitter and Instagram and BlueSky. I use he, him pronouns, and I am the Dungeon Master for Duval and Dragons and one of the co-founders of the Empathy. And as per usual here on Wednesdays, most of the time, I'll be playing Kotatar. He's a Githzerai Horizon Walker Ranger, also he, him, and his husband is here. His husband is here. Let's go.
Am I next?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yay! Sup? I'm Daniel. I'm Daniel Denova. You can find me on X, and as well as other social medias, Facebook, whatever, Instagram, under Daniel Denova or Totten Kiwi. I'm an illustrator, voice actor, in games and animation, and I play Sanleon, the Dhampir Barbarian rogue. Yes.
Wonderful. I am Dani. Hello. You can find me at Bitterthorn on the internet. And I use she, her pronouns. Today I'm playing Silva, I always forget, Warlock of the party. And yeah, that's it. Also uses she, her pronouns. Silva. Yeah, that's me.
Perfect, Dani. Perfect. Hello, I'm Damien. I'm playing Reginald Bellagamba, Marquis de Sackville, everyone's favorite person, and a Rune Knight of the Eladrin variety. And just a quick promo for this weekend or Friday for our American and other northern parts of the world listeners. 6 p.m. PT on Friday, we have a new show called The Unwitting Heroes of Farlandia. It's a fairy tale, and 8 weeks and 1 hour episodes, and we hope you tune in and enjoy it. So starting this week, starting in 2 days. And I would just like to do the acknowledgement of country now, which is the Australian acknowledgement. So I am playing and acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land on which I am playing from today, and pay my respects to their elders past and present. We have Daniel from Aotearoa, the land of the Maori people. And from the Northern Hemisphere, we have people playing from Whanandino, Tataviam, Hohokam, Tumakua, Creek, and Cherokee lands, and pay all our respects to Indigenous peoples all over the world.
Thank you. And I am Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on all the things as the Hope LaVelle. And you can watch me on Children of Erte on Tuesdays, which is really fun, on the Demi-Plane RPG channel. And before we get started, because I forgot, I am the Dungeon Master for tonight, if you didn't know. Because I'm in this little box to the side, you know? I don't get to be with the group. I gotta be all by myself.
You go over there.
I go over here.
You be the world.
You know what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get started, I have a little gift for somebody. One, David the Gnome. Because it is Lee's birthday, we have a little special thing for you. You get 3 rerolls tonight.
Let's go.
Amazing.
As well as 1 natural 20. Use it wisely.
Birthday
boy.
wishes, if you will.
Happy birthday to
Yeah.
you.
And with that, let's roll our beautiful beam footage.
Hope
Hope sound.
Sound.
Down.
Darkness is falling, through chaos fate is calling, your dreams are haunting you, nightmares becoming true. So will you stand and fight? Will you survive the night? It's time to awaken and find alive.
Wait, I'm not ready. Okay.
But
All right, a recap. Our characters are in limbo, like the limbo, and they found themselves in the elsewhere, the very unstable part of limbo. They fought some beasts. They had a very big battle, not only with the beasts, but with limbo itself. We had a funeral for Reuben with, if you can call it that. And Reginald decided, as he was talking to his brother who was on his deathbed, to kill him. And after that, with some limbo magic, Kotatar connected to his husband Makiek in the limbo world or realm, and used that connection with him to find him in limbo. And together they found themselves transported through almost like a wormhole, stretched through time and space to end up at Barnstable, which is a halfling colony of a small town that was, through a wild magic surge, literally transported from its home in the prime material plane into limbo. So this is just a little town of halflings trying to survive in limbo. It has become a stabilized limbo so that they can live on it. But there have been some weird things happening to not only Barnstable, but also the floating city, Shraktlor, the military city that the Githzerai run and have created. Through Makiek, you have learned that limbo is slowly, well, maybe not limbo, but their lands, their cities are slowly starting to fall apart, and wild magic is leaking into their stable limbo, leaking into their land, causing all sorts of problems. The grounds, the foundations on which all of these 3 places are built upon have begun to crack. And the force field of the anarchs that keep the place together just by concentrating all the time, it's starting to become harder and harder to keep Limbo at bay. And they find themselves losing sleep, losing energy, having to work harder and harder to concentrate to keep their way of life afloat. And Makiek is one of these anarchs. Let me see here for just a second. Okay. They found Makiek and who is Kotatar's husband, who was introduced to the group, and after a hello and some interesting wild magic, you guys find yourselves in a halfling lodge. There is food and water and a fire going, and there are halflings everywhere, showing you good halfling hospitality. And that is where we will pick up. What would you guys like to do?
I could go for a cup of tea, especially after fighting such grotesque creatures. Do you agree, Kotatar?
That is what we just talked about.
Yes, and I'm just expressing how much I really want one right now.
Is this a different one than usual?
Well, maybe a bit stronger than usual. Pretty nice, yes.
Is this tea a code word for something else?
No, what? No,
The way you
no.
said that was strange.
I just need a tea. It calms my nerves, especially a good chamomile or a chai.
I could use a coffee, to be honest, because I don't know, my thoughts have been feeling a little slow lately. I just am really tired.
Coffee?
Where could we get some of that, Kotatar?
And he'll look around to see if any of the halfling party that was listening in on their conversation earlier is around. I believe when we left off there was like tea poured and some food shared, but I'm not sure where we're picking up.
Yeah, so you guys have found a seat at one of the tables, and immediately some halflings, one of them wearing an apron coming from behind the bar area, comes and just sets down a whole bunch of food and some tea.
Oh, wonderful. And I dig in.
I'll bust out. I'll go through my stuff and I'll grab like a French press and make some coffee for Silva.
That smells so good, David. Where did you get the beans from this?
Every time we go pretty much anywhere, I like to check the shops and things like that. I make our food. It's like no one really seems to ever ask me about that. That's wild. Yeah, I pop off. I make sure that we have provisions.
Pop off?
Pop off?
What is that?
Oh, right.
Is that
like
is that a cantrip?
tada, like what Nira was the
Like the
tada.
fire crackling while it cooks our food.
Yeah, I just pop off.
Like that
Crackle.
popcorn.
Popcorn. Actually, do we have more of that?
I'll like
That
rummage through
reminds
my
me.
bag. I think so.
That
I
reminds
mean, it
me,
would be a good time.
So, Makiek, I mentioned that my time on the Prime Material has changed me, but I've also learned a few things. Have you heard of the cotton candy cycle?
Oh, but it sounds intriguing.
Yes. It is quite the scientific anomaly.
So
Nira
it is-
starts rummaging around in a bag.
It is weather, a cycle, a...
I initially thought it was something to do with that, no, but it is tied to a sweet treat that one finds. I believe it is a spun sugar, Nira. Is that correct?
Yeah. So, and she starts digging through her bag looking for any bits. No, my bag is a marshmallow bag that we decided. And I'm gonna just take a marshmallow and I'm gonna press a digitation to taste like cotton candy. It's not 100% right, but you get the idea. But this is kind of in this cycle. This would be the more solid form.
And it only comes in 3 colors. Strangely.
Akiak will take it. And you said it's a bar? It's a
marshmallow.
It's a marshmallow.
Oh, it's a marshmallow.
Flavored
Got
like
it.
cotton candy. So
he kind of like squishes it and goes, and he kind of looks at you, Kotatar, for like almost like permission to try it. Like it's like he's a little he wants to trust you.
Be careful. A lot of it at once does strange things. It there is a sugar reaction that can happen, and then an immediately depressing drop off.
A reaction.
Well, you don't get sad if you just keep eating it.
That doesn't
Right?
sound good. You should have one. Have one. See if you like it. Yes.
Well,
It is good.
and he pops it into his mouth and he chews it. It's very chewy, and he's and it just goes through like a whole cycle of faces. And he's just like, and he looks at Kotatar and just says, "You keep interesting company."
That's it. Just a sigh.
I'm gonna lean to David. I don't think you really liked it that much.
I think that it was both introducing him to the cotton candy cycle and the nature of marshmallow all at once. It maybe was too much.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It can be overwhelming.
So cotton candy is different. It's like a cloud. A cloud of that.
And the
It's
marshmallows
on
like
the
a
more
denser
airier
cloud?
side of the. Yeah, it's the cotton candy itself is more it's airier, and less thick.
We're eating and I'm already hungry again. Just talking about this.
A roast meal wouldn't go in this. What kind of ingredients do we have?
What do you need? There's also food right in front of us that they
I
put
was gonna
down.
say, yeah.
I could whip something up, but I'm looking directly at really delicious salad
food,
that
delicious. Yes. Fair enough. I just love your.
But if
cooking
you
style.
would like to spit on the halfling's hospitality, I can definitely cook you something instead. Yeah, exactly.
Later though, yes, because yes, it's be good.
Don't spit on halflings.
Lovely food, all of you. Wonderful. Thank you for the spread.
Oh, thank you very much. We work very hard on what we do here. I mean, we don't have much. We just have a small farm over there, but we all work very hard to make this place our home.
How long have you been here? Here, not the Prime.
I don't know. Time here is a flat circle that's been blown up like a balloon and then popped.
That is oddly accurate to the feelings I'm getting here. I don't like it. Well done.
That sort of
How have you adjusted to life here?
Well, it's hasn't been easy, but you just got to pull yourself up by the hairs of your feet and just keep going.
Hairs of your feet.
I look down at their feet.
They're hairy.
Makes sense.
Does it?
Toe whiskers.
Speaking of that, how is actually everyone doing? It has been a Likely for you, a strange couple of hours.
Yeah. I'm starting to understand it better. And it's fascinating. Now that I'm not losing my sense of up and down every split second, it's actually cool.
Your feet underneath you, as it were.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does this all work with, your mind controlling your movement and other things? Like, why is it so different? What makes the rules change from our plane?
I don't know if it's a rule change. It's just that's the way the plane is. It's an elemental plane of chaos.
Elemental plane of chaos. And
Yes.
you live here in the elemental plane of chaos.
Yes.
That is so you. That's amazing.
You think hard enough will anything happen?
Yes. But be careful. Don't. Be very careful.
Are you thinking very hard, Nira?
Yes, Nira's thinking very hard.
What are you thinking about?
That's what he's been afraid of. The whole time.
Nira is thinking very hard on cotton candy and trying to produce cotton candy in this space.
All right. Roll a D100.
Been a really bad idea.
Delicious.
Look, you got to test out the limitations to know just
For
how
sure.
far an evil genius can go in this world.
For sure.
She believes that
Nira.
an evil genius makes cotton candy. That's
Yeah,
what she's saying.
that makes
That's so
perfect
Nira.
sense.
I've
Nira,
seen
why
Willy
is your eye
Wonka.
bulging? Nira, are you
That's
right?
at 30.
Popped out.
Nira is just absolutely eyes closed, fists tight, thinking really hard, and then pff, disappears.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
Nira, you have popped 60 feet outside of the lodge. You're now outside.
Where am I? Try to make it easy and just go back in. Nira wouldn't just go back in. Nira's gonna now go on a little walkabout just in the neighborhood.
That's
just to see
amazing.
what's around.
Oh my. That's
We're already
amazing.
outside. It's like a toddler. I got free.
I love it.
Um,
We'll come back to you in a minute. We'll come
That's
back to okay, Kotatar.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Why-
you
why-
say if
why?
they're invisible or they get teleported somewhere else.
Yeah, we all just wave our hand at the same time. Like,
And nothing there.
well, that answers
Oh.
that question.
How do we get her back?
Makia, can you try and communicate with them telepathically?
Makiak, without even a hesitation, even a blink, he reaches out to Nira. Are you okay, my child?
Oh, hi. Hello. Yes. I found outside, and now I'm going on a little walkabout.
Very good. Be careful. And then he'll just
Okay.
turn to Kotatar and just be like, she's fine.
So
So
it sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't.
I think I would argue, and like as he says this, he's looking at Makiak, that this is a different situation.
Oh.
Typically,
Oh.
and that's sort of why I'm a bit surprised to not see our sponsor, if you will, here, because they did not look so well. Alseta, I mean, and brought us to somewhere, I won't say decently close by. Certainly, we had to do a bit of traveling through a wormhole, even. But if the Anarchs are losing control, or I say maybe if not people are losing control of what we created, it could certainly spill over into the prime material if we're not able to resolve it.
So it'd be like
Is there a way you can
everywhere?
Perhaps.
Where's included?
I suppose the question is if this village being here a symptom of the wild magic, or was this always sort of meant to be?
Have you tried since we've been here to reach out to Alseta? Like it or not, you seem to have a connection.
Yes, No, I have not. I will. I'm just... And kind of looks at like the empty seat of Nira. I'm just not sure what to expect.
Mm.
I'm not afraid of the consequences, though. And he'll reach out to Alseta in his mind.
You reach out in your mind, and what do you say?
In his mind, he'll say, I'm not sure if this was on purpose. I'm not even sure why I agreed to follow you in the first place. But clearly we are needed here, at least as far as I know. Was this an escalation from your perspective? Did something happen?
You suddenly get a headache as you hear your voice feedback, like just feedback in your head over and over, almost like, you have an amp too close to each other, and it starts to just ring in your head.
I don't know what happened, but what I was trying to say to her just repeated back to me over and over and over and over and over again. I am wondering if, though I don't think we should use it, whether the lamp would have brought us here next. So what changed?
Well, it's hard to kind of think of what nightmare manifests in a place where a thought becomes reality, let alone, maybe we focus on the tangible before we focus on the
hypothetical.
Questionable, yeah. Makiak, have you felt any source of these issues you're having? Is there anywhere that seems to be the origin, a focal point? Because where there's trouble, maybe that's also where we need to be anyway.
Makiak looks pensive for a moment, and then he says, "Lately, I have not been able to sleep, for I have to keep concentration on keeping this town together. But when I do, I just see a storm.
What type of storm?
The eternal storm.
The
And
what?
the eternal storm is a storm that resides out near the plains of elemental chaos. It is a volatile and dangerous place, and it rages with wild magic. And I see it every time I close my eyes, and I don't know why.
Don't tell me that's the source. Are we going to have to go there, do you think? It's always the way. It's lately, at least.
I mean, it sounds like a pretty valid place for wild magic to originate from.
Something
feels like
causing
there's-
problems there.
It feels like there's planar bleed.
Isn't that kind
It's
of what's
coming-
happening with the dreams, too?
That is very wise of you, little gnome. Planar bleed. It is quite possible. I also see something in my dreams. A bird. Not just any bird, but a silhouette of something more dangerous. I don't know what, though. Something lurking.
Does it have yellow eyes? Or not like mine, though, but
More
different.
golden.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then, San, what?
What do you mean? The Nightmare King?
Oh,
The thing, we've seen him already. We helped him unwittingly one time. Kotatar, maybe you should do the honors of explaining to your husband.
And as you begin to explain, we're going to cut outside to Nira.
Perfect.
Nira, you are in a town
Yes.
all built about your size. The doors are nice and the knobs are right where you need them. And everything's made of wood, and there's a cobblestone pathway. There are trees everywhere. And you notice that there aren't a lot of people out and about. There were a lot of people at the lodge, mostly because there was a hustle and bustle about there being, guests on their little island. But there are a couple people, a couple halflings out sweeping or carrying things into their home. What would you like to do?
Would I have had enough time to cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, of course. Are you doing this as a
Okay.
ritual?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you're
Uh,
walking, you cast it.
I'm gonna pull out my little. What am I gonna pull out? Let's pull out one of my little broken harp. Just like plucking at that as I wander around the town as I test magic, and I'm just looking for anything that's not normal, which I guess is weird and hard to do in a chaos. But any of these halflings acting a little not halfling-like.
Nira, it's almost as if when you cast this detect magic and you're playing your music almost manifests as this glowing energy that then leaves the instrument into the air and kind of sticks itself to like spots of magic. And that's kind of how it like manifests. And normally it would, stick itself to like an item or a weapon, and that way you would know that those things are magic. But this time it's sticking to little pockets in the air everywhere you go, almost as if you were to walk into one of these bubbles or pass it by or step into it, something might happen.
Oh, hope.
I didn't think about that. Hang on, let me think about it.
Wait.
There's only one way for this to go.
There's only one way for this to end. Oh,
There was never a button. Never mind. There was never a button.
It never happened.
Record.
You guys never see Nira again because she just
here's
pops
me.
from one magic to one magic to one.
Yep.
Now
Here's me
they are Farah.
thinking,
Wild magic
perfect.
ping pong.
Now we have a way to like circumnavigate these pockets, possibly. And then Nira does what Nira does. Is like, I'm gonna jump into a pocket.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, I don't need to hear it. How many of you jumped into portals with no?
No, I love it.
Oh, look, there's a portal. I should just jump into it.
I
Where
think
does it
4
go?
times,
I don't know.
4 or 5 times
I feel
now.
like this is the party that supports jumping into random pockets of magic.
We are
Indeed.
definitely the portal jumping squad.
It's true.
We're based
But I
around,
cannot
actually.
if that messes everything
No,
up.
you do anything you
Please
want
do.
to. I am
fucking
so
go.
here for it.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
touch a pocket.
investigate this little magic. Yeah, I'm gonna touch a pocket.
Okay.
Let's go.
Touch a pocket.
Touch it.
Okay, I need you to roll a d100 while you do that.
Why do I always freak? This is when I remember I should use Mage Hand for things.
Okay.
34. Sticking to the 30s.
Oh, interesting. You're in the 30s. Okay, hang on one second. While I pull this up.
Stick. I use so many things to poke this portal.
Oh man, I have so many notes here. Okay, give me 1 second. I've got this.
Yeah, you do.
You touch a portal. Sorry, not a portal. I didn't say that.
Head first into the portal.
Well,
Everyone just magically appears around it.
You do disappear from where you are. And Nira, you find yourself in a brightly lit space. There is a the threshold is a bright light and energy emits from it that repels. Okay. In front of you, you see a giant, infinite wall, brightly lit by a source of light behind you. On the wall, it looks like a crudely drawn castle, as though drawn by a child. And on this wall is a large set of wooden doors that look like they've been drawn with crayon. What would you like to do? I need you to also make a perception check.
That's an 18.
You step forward and you look down and you do not see your body.
Okay, that's not unexpected. I mean, that isn't what I expected. What do I see?
What you see with an 18, you don't see anything where you are, but what you see suddenly is a giant shadow cast upon this castle wall. And the shadow forms into the shape of a dragon. And it stands in front, well, the shadow is over the door. And I will come back to you.
Might have bit off more than I could chew.
Nah, you're fine.
This chamomile is amazing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, at the Legion of
Yes.
Doom.
So back to you. So you can have, if you would like Kotatar to talk about the nightmare, can explain it to Makiek, or we can bypass that. It's totally up to you.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be the whole damn session if Kotatar says it. The way that he says things. So we'll say that. Yeah. He explains specifically, like, talk about the dream sequences, the dream world, all that stuff.
Okay. He's pensive. He's thinking. It almost sounds like a controlled limbo, this dream world. Another state of existence.
It did feel familiar to me.
And now it is leaking out into the real world. This could be extremely bad if Limbo itself were also to leak into the prime material planes.
Yes. Unfortunately, it's worse than that too.
Yes.
He knows a lot about us individually. He made a point to, in his way, attempt to make a dream of mine come true in the worst possible way.
Maciek he looks angry when you say that.
And the bandana that's around his neck, he just unties. And I think Celia might be the only one that's seen this. I don't really know for sure. But you see like the outline of these long, like scars that just kind of go from all wrapped around, like someone was like choking him all the way down. About like probably three like inches, I guess, apart.
Maciek puts his hand on your shoulder, supporting you in this moment.
He made it feel so real. As if vengeance was mine. That will have to wait.
What do you suggest then?
Well, the Illithid will come when they come. Seems me going to find them was not the right course of action.
I know it is not like you to stand idly by. I think you did the right thing.
No, and I agree. Just the results were not what really any of us wanted.
Well, this is our reality now, and we must do what we can to fix it. I just don't know where to start.
Well, Nira's not back in a few moments. That's probably a smart place to start.
Of course. Anyone
Then
else?
So this whole time, Reginald's just been sitting there like Rodin's the thinker, just contemplating, very much just, depressed kind of mood. So, Limbo's bleeding to places. Nightmare King's not dead. Nira's missing now. What a day.
Are you ho-humming? Are you harumphing, Reginald? Is that what you're doing? You're harumphing now?
Well, apparently I'm very good at it.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
Do you know what happened back there, Sanleon?
Well, I smelt the blood, so...
Of course you did.
Look, I'm not going to tell you what you should do with your family, Reginald. But I will say, you've taken a stance.
I've taken a stance, yes. My brother is no more. I feel like it was the right thing, and at the same time, I feel like it was the wrong thing. my other brother, is going to kill me. My father is going to be very upset. Oh God, my mother. Oh shit. Oh, my mother. Oh my God. No.
How about, Reginald, we just focus on the literal chaos-scape that we're in right now?
Yes.
Instead of all the other stuff that you just...
Yes.
That's over there, right? We're here. And you see someone just takes another sip of the tea staring at Reginald.
But, Samleon,
And
did I do the right thing?
No.
Yes. Sure, you did the right thing.
Hey, if we
Yes,
fix whatever's
Stampy,
wrong with
Stampy.
this chaos magic, maybe you can just think him back.
Maybe. Who knows?
at least this plane, unlike you, isn't full of lies and bullshit.
And you just see Sandler just like edge back on the seat a bit, just like you hear that like forward, and then just kind of turn a bit and go, that ain't none of my business.
Kotatar, I've heard you say that before, but not with such venom.
It's because you're an absolute liar. Were you feigning caring about your brother shortly before killing him? If that is what you did.
I don't...
Or did someone else do it for you?
I cared about him. No, I didn't care about him. I was scared of him. I'm scared about what my family will do to me.
And you did it anyway.
In the moment.
There is no truth to you. That is the problem.
No truth to me?
No.
Well, I'm a Marquis, I mean...
That doesn't mean anything to me. It never has.
I'm the leader of my people. Surely that must mean something.
Nope, not at all.
Well, we'll agree to disagree.
We don't need to agree to disagree, Reginald. I don't care.
Okay.
Because what we're going to do in regards to all of this, hopefully perhaps you'll actually learn what leadership actually looks like.
Very well.
In the meantime, please have some goddamn conviction. And he gets up and walks out the door.
And maybe a crumpet.
I just cheers to that and also sip my tea.
Can I?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, can I have a retroactive insight check? Because I didn't want to interrupt what was happening there. But can I have when Silva said you can think him back? Can I get an insight check on her face when she was thinking that? Like, because that is something that David's actually been pretty worried about. Is the chaos of this place and the already having talked about like wishing back.
Yeah, why don't you do an insight check? Why don't Silva, were you hiding anything when you said that?
Well, is this, I just figure out if this is persuasion or deception and roll that, right?
Yeah, it depends. Were you thinking, were you trying to deceive?
Oh, not trying to hide anything now.
Okay, then just give me an insight check, David.
Okay, insight.
Oh.
21.
Okay, Silva, what does he get with a 21 on insight about when you said that, what you were really meaning or thinking?
It feels like sarcasm very much, but also you feel like she might have kind of realized it's a possibility when she said it.
So I
Like
saw
at the
that
moment she
kinda-
said it. Like
Yeah, I
with
saw you
sarcasm
could wish
and-
him back.
Wait. sorry, Lee.
No, it's only if this was a Telltale game, it was David will remember this.
100%. Yeah.
I saw your face and I was like,
Totally.
me.
Amazing.
But I just quickly say to Silva, can I really wish him back? Do you think?
I
Makiak
don't know.
looks at you, Reginald, and just says, "It is magic that not even the Anarchs feel comfortable trying to wield most of the time. You must be careful with your thoughts here."
But it's possible.
That is a dangerous thought.
Wait, if that's possible. Silva, Oberon.
Reginald,
How about we listen to the wise individual that's lived here most of their life, if not all their life, and leave it well enough alone, Reginald?
But it's still possible.
And with that, we go back to Nira.
Let's go.
Nira, okay, I'm going to explain this one more time because I feel like I didn't explain it quite right. So you get an idea again of
Okay.
what's happening here. You have stepped through a threshold and you find yourself in a brightly lit space.
Mhm.
In front of you is that giant infinite wall, too big to climb, but it looks like it's been drawn with crown, like a crudely drawn castle, like as though drawn by a child. And on it is a large set of wooden doors. And suddenly, a giant shadow comes onto the wall in the shape of a dragon. And on the wall, it covers the door. What would you like to do?
Well, first I turn around to see if there's a dragon behind me.
There is no dragon behind you, but what you see is a giant light, a very big light source.
Okay, no dragon. That's good. I'm not me. Can't tell what I am. I am going to. What spells do I have? Message. That's a cantrip. Let's see who's gonna get this. David. I'm gonna message David. See if I can. If
And
he
you
hear
can
me.
you can reach people you can't see. Is that right?
It's up to 120 feet, but I need to know the direction he is in. So I don't think it's gonna work.
120 feet, and
Yeah.
use
There's a lot of-
direction. You can try. It
good
is
connection.
Yeah,
It
this
is
is
limbo.
this is. Okay, I want to think really
Here.
hard, really hard, really hard. David, I'm in a place I don't know where I am. They're really light. Wait, David, I don't know where I am. Wait, this isn't tab 25. I can do this as long as I want. I don't know where I am. That's really light. My body has disappeared. And there's crayon drawings everywhere.
Please roll me a D100. This isn't a wild magic roll. I just need to see on a percentage your chances of this being received by someone.
81.
Okay.
Got into 30s.
You've tried to reach David, you with an 81. David, you in the middle of all of this kind of tension, just in your head here. Don't know where I am. Help. You get like maybe every fifth word.
Just hearing the word help, David just
That's the
shoves
worst
himself
words.
away from the table on his chair. And let's see. So Kotatar walked off.
Mhm.
David would never seek Reginald's help for anything anyway. So I think he would kind of on the slide just be like, "Hey, Silva, Sand, can I borrow you for a moment?"
So when I think,
Sure.
yes, all right, sure.
Reginald, you just have that drink that's in front of you and think about all the things you should be thinking about right now.
Yes,
But carefully. Carefully.
process controlled.
Yeah, Makia, can you help shut him down? Talk
Yes.
him through.
Oh, Reginald does not hear that.
Time stop.
The best idea today, I think. Yes, a little tipple would be lovely.
And then he kind of like gives like a sense of urgency look to San Leon and Silva, of like,
I just go out the door.
Okay, so we're gonna go to we're gonna come to Kotatar really quick, but first, Nira, I do want to come to you, so that so you get a little bit more time.
Oh, can I reply to the message?
You can, but you'll have to roll a D100 to see if it reaches her.
Like Chaos Rain.
Okay, should I roll
And
before I
remember,
say words?
You do have re-rolls, and you can re-roll them after you've gotten your after you roll.
Don't roll re-roll for this conversation. Let's have a really awkward conversation through message where we both panic.
I could crit.
Don't crit this!
That would be really funny. I'd like to roll a 100. Thank you.
I rolled a 90.
Explode.
A 90. All right. What do you say?
A-. I'll basically be like, we're coming for you. Anytime you can get a hold of me and tell me anything that'll help me, please let us know. A couple of us are coming.
Okay, you receive 90% of those words, so you can make it out.
Okay, cool. Didn't sound panicked. I'm fine. I wasn't panicked. What's up with this door?
Do you want to try to investigate the door?
I'm gonna use Mage Hand this time.
Okay.
Why do I keep using magic? Never mind. And I'm gonna poke the door with Mage Hand so I don't get swallowed into.
What does your Mage Hand look like?
It looks just like my hand, except it is the size of me.
Oh, so it's a big hand.
It's a big hand. I am making up for my short stature.
Okay, no, perfect. This hand, a purple kobold hand the size of a kobold, just appears and starts to move towards the door. And as it goes to touch the door, you notice that there's a shadow from the hand coming from the light source behind. And this shadow reaches the door, but it can't move any further because there's a dragon there. And the dragon, you actually hear the shadow make a dragon sound. And that's what a dragon sounds like to me.
Oh, now I'm panicking.
So your mage hand, the shadow of your mage hand cannot get to the door. And the mage hand.
Dragon. Cool. I'm immediately gonna panic because I cannot take on a dragon by myself. I do not know where I am. I don't think playing music's a good idea right now because then he'll know where I am. So I'm just gonna panic cast invisibility.
You cast invisibility, and your body appears.
God damn it!
And now you are casting.
Caught that with the fact that I didn't see it.
That's fucking incredible.
I called that out from a different thing, and you just got me with it.
You just cast visibility.
I cast visibility.
Just visibility. Yes, that third level spell.
You do notice that.
I love this.
When you did this, you now have a shadow from the light source behind you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, think about that, and we're going to go to Kotatar.
Think about
the consequences of your actions. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions.
Okay, Kotatar, you have just stormed out.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Ironically, similar to Nira, but for different reasons. He just starts walking.
Okay.
Because when they came into this establishment, did they come in from like the right or the left?
You came from the south side. Oh, sorry, which is that? You mean Barnstable? Like the island itself?
No, the like from where they popped in to where they are now, like what direction was it? Because he would essentially go the opposite direction.
Yes. Okay. So you went in from the left. So you would leave towards the right. That's the way.
Yep.
Also that Nira went. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no, I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
you don't
know. But I head that way. And after about a minute or so, he stops, puts like his hands like to the side, and then just like inhales really, really slowly, and then exhales like as almost like a meditative like yoga type scenario. And I think maybe for the first time he's had a chance to focus on it, just like really breathes in limbo for the first time since they've been here. And like there's like overwhelming sense of, I actually feel really, really good for what he realizes now is like the first time in like a long, long time. Is there a body of water nearby, like a fountain or
There is a pond.
Anything?
If you go
Okay.
a little further into the woods, you'll see a nice little like a brook
Okay,
that falls into a pond.
gotcha. I think he'll sort of accidentally sort of find himself that way.
Okay.
And kind of looks at just because limbo can be weird, so stick with me. Does he see his reflection?
Yes.
Okay. And he looks down at it and really, like, for the first time, looks down at these like scars that are on his neck. And takes like a hand, kind of like just like a palm, kind of like this, closes his eyes and says, "Though I learned from failures, they do not define me." And he's going to try to use limbo to wipe away his scars.
You say these words, and with conviction, you just wipe at these scars. And as you do, the scars wipe away as if they were drawn on, and they are gone. And you look at your reflection one more time, and you don't see any scars, but you see yourself wearing a very familiar mask. It's not on your face, but it's in the reflection. It is Alseta's mask.
He'll then go to do like almost like he's like almost like a finger, and he'll go and like draw on the back of his skull and do the same thing.
And then you feel nothing there. You feel as if it is gone. Those scars are gone. And this time you look.
He's gonna use limbo again and sort of reach out into the water, and almost like a shape water spell, lift a large bubble out of the brook.
Okay.
And you were mentioning that you see something else in the reflection?
At the moment you go down to pull out this circle, this bubble of water, after doing the circle on your head to get rid of the scars back there, in the water, a circle forms around you that looks like a portal, as if a portal had opened up behind you. And then you lift this bubble of water.
I look behind me.
There's nothing there.
You are endlessly frustrating. And he pops the bubble.
Roll a D100.
I was so hoping you were going to say that.
Roll
Let's
initiative.
put the party in limbo. Everyone in a
right?
different direction.
This is a lot, but I love it. I'm here for it.
One of my favorite numbers, 22.
Limboni.
No. Not you.
No. We're not starting that again.
Not you. Mm-mm. Say that for
I'm
pre-stream,
trying to
damn
make
it.
Limboni happen.
The air changes around you. It feels like you are breathing magic. You've gained a level.
What?
What? Hang on. You can do that?
I'm poking every bubble in this place.
What? Oh, it's popping time.
Well,
Kotatar's level 9.
You scared them with me. Now you rewarded them.
Damn,
for
he's
that.
really gonna kill Reginald now.
Oh my gosh. I hope we never find a deck of many things.
oh, it's over. It's
If we
over
do,
that
we're playing
happens.
poker with them.
So bad.
Straight flush. Just, universe ends.
And it's odd because like his hair is down, so like it's anime wind, like anime opening wind right now.
You do that. I need to think about that too, and we'll come back to you. We're gonna go to David San Leon and Dani, or Silva.
Really
so-
inadequate all of a sudden. Yes. Yeah, sorry, David, yes.
So we go out there and it's like, Nira reached out to me. So
Nira.
that's good.
Okay. Yes, good.
But she is not. This isn't a situation where she's just going to get out of it, I don't think. I think she needs our support to maintain her no consequences.
Okay. All right, so Nira thought, and way back when, thought Kotatar back to us. Could we, if we join forces, do the same? Do you think? Maybe. Joint effort.
I have some ideas. Although, hey, Silva,
What?
how you doing?
Fine?
Good. So that stuff Reginald was saying, look, I will never tell you what you should or should not do. And you have gone through things that I will never understand. And if there is a safe and successful way to bring back Oberon or to help you move past whatever, anything like that, I will do everything in my power. Reginald's idea of bending limbo to try to do that,
Do you think
please,
Reginald
please.
is somebody that is full of good ideas?
I don't know if he's ever had a one.
Someone
I'm
has a
fine.
cup of tea in his hand again, just sipping.
Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
And so I realize that sometimes when I hear Nira play music, I feel like that there is almost this like invisible thread that tugs me towards her. So I am going to basically, now that I've gotten a semblance of understanding with like how limbo kind of works and things like that, I am going to try and manifest that thread into something that's tangible to see if I can guide us to where she is or how to get
Roll
to her.
me an intelligence check in order to do this. And you do have rerolls, and you do have a nat 20.
I think I'll
describing
crit on
Aiden?
this one.
You crit. Immediately, as you think with your mind to make something tangible, it happens. A red ribbon pulls from your heart and down the pathway into the woods. You follow it?
So you guys want to go on an adventure? Try to get Nira?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Then we will follow the thread.
You follow the thread. And give me perception checks, everyone.
Okay.
3 of you.
Perception
So great at
is
those.
+4. Natural 20 for a 24.
18 for a 26.
2.
For a -3.
Kotatar, I need you to make a stealth check.
What does do this to? Oh shit! I rolled really well. 24.
I got a 26.
I got a 24.
Mm.
And San Leon also got a crit.
Never mind.
so-
I did. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
As you were following this strand, off onto the side, deep into the woods, you see a little pond and you see a Kotatar, and he is glowing with a yellow magic around him. There's just an aura. And you can choose to stop and talk to him, or you can follow the thread. What would you like to do?
Do I recognize the color of that yellow? The shade?
It's like the color of his eyes, right? Kotatar, you have yellow eyes? Or no? I can't remember.
What color are my eyes?
Find that drawing. I think they're gold. They're kind of golden.
Yeah, because a little bit.
So that's
gray?
the color. Are they gray?
They were grey,
Oh,
if I
wow.
remember. You said they were grey. when
Well, it's a yellow energy, and I don't think you recognize it. You might think you recognize it. What do you think it is?
Well, we literally just talked about the Nightmare King, so
Aha.
it's on the brain.
Interesting. I love that. Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh no, don't tell me I'm manifesting. Intelligence, just straight intelligence. Ah, yes, good old intelligence.
Yep. Gray intelligent sharp eyes. So gray.
Okay.
13.
You think this color could be that of the Nightmare King?
I turned too quickly to because I noticed that David has also spotted this. Do you recognize that color? Because I do, I think.
I think that David is really focused. Like, basically, this tether that formed is pulling him also. And he knows that Kotatar is of Limbo. So his pressing concern is Nira 100%. So if he basically like, if you think he needs help, go. But I can't deviate. I have to get Nira back. I won't lose her again.
Perfect.
That's
I'm
very
going
cute.
to
Who are
try
you
and-
talking about?
Me?
Is it him?
Danny
Oh.
got a or Silva got a 2.
That's right.
That's right. I go, oh, Silva. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. and I just kind of like I kind of like lean so that my head is sort of where your shoulder is, and I just kind of point like this. There. Do you see?
Got it.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Is he?
He's fine.
I'll call out so that he can follow us as we're trying to save Nira.
Because I am moving with purpose at this point too.
Yes. I'm sort of like wandering, like kind of like walking with you, David, but also looking back, like almost like this. Kotatar.
Do you... Kotatar, I will say that... actually, no, give me a perception check to see if you actually hear this, and this is just for hearing.
19.
Yeah, you hear it. You were in a own daze of feeling this magic run through your whole body, but it's almost ringing in your ears. But through that ringing, you can hear Kotatar. It's just a piercing
That's a pretty
sound.
decent,
yeah,
pretty decent sound impression. That was pretty good. I loved it. I'm just dropping into that shit. So natural. Blam. Amazing. And he'll spin around.
Sir Glows. Oh, there you are. We're looking to rescue Nira. Nira is not actually good right now. And you're glowing. Yes.
Do I see it? Do I see the glow? So I see the glow up? The glow up?
You see the glow up. You see it.
Oh, I was not expecting you to say yes to that. Actually, I'm being very honest. And because he was so focused on like the water and the mask, and then just like pow. It seems I am, but
I mean, it's a good look for you, darling, but like you probably should come with us.
yes, let's go.
And as you say that, the magic begins to fade around you, that glow and the aura, as you lose concentration on it and you begin to follow.
Am I still back at the house?
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
We'll get to you momentarily.
Okay, good.
I'm not forgetting you. But right now, I just think you're being lectured or something. Okay, you guys are headed, you're all following the thread.
Really quickly, Maciak is not with you guys, correct?
Yeah.
Maciak's with Reginald.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so as soon as he like joins up, where's Maciak?
Back at the cottage with Reginald. We figured that it would be good to have at least one person to watch over the disaster artist over there.
We're going to need to talk about that. Long term, I think we need to make a decision.
Oh, I think you're correct.
I've been ready for that decision for a long time, but right now my decision is
yes.
But hey, look, I'm limboing. Look at me, I'm limboing.
Yes.
Well done.
I made this.
How did you do that?
He made that.
I know how you did it, but how? You know what? Never mind.
I think I'm something's clicking, and if anything is gonna help that, if anything's gonna help me manifest what limbo is, it's caring about any of you. So follow
Urgency.
the thread, and
Urgency
yeah,
also
so-
helps. Desperation, etc.
do we see
Did
like
you
the
focus?
thread going into just like disappearing into the air?
You see it going into the woods, and far off, you see it going into nothing. But it is taut.
I'm going into nothing. I realize what's happening kind of. And so like as I'm about to walk into the nothing, I'm basically going to just like throw my hand out and like just make a really long thorn whip that wraps around a tree. I doubt it will work, but a tether to pull back in. Because one thing that Nira doesn't really do is think about exit when she enters.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Okay.
I don't think it's going to work personally, but
Mhm.
having some sort of potential exit strategy would be neat.
This is really cool callbacks to episode 6 of the like, you did
Mhm.
this exact thing.
Yeah. I think like as that's all that's happening, Kotatar will look at both Silva and Samleon. Someone looks to be back to normal.
Yes. Oh, can we see the red tether? Is that something that we can see?
Yep, everybody can see it. It's tangible.
That is, and you have very good teach. Will David hand? I want to, so we can all go.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay,
Let's do it.
I grab your hand.
Yeah,
And I
no
will just
hesitation.
reach in.
Silva. All right.
Like a chain, a daisy
reach
chain.
in, and as soon as your hand passes this threshold, you guys are all stretched and pulled, and boom, you appear in this white void with a giant wall of a crayon drawing of a wall, like a castle wall in front of you, and you look down and you do not see yourselves, but you do see a little purple kobold, and we'll come back to you because I have to go back to Reginald.
Yeah.
So, I just want to hear him
And
getting
we're gonna split it.
down
We're gonna
from
split
Makiak.
us two. Mhm.
Oh gosh. Okay, Reginald, what have you been up to with Makiak?
The halflings are there
Oh.
too, is right?
The halflings are there too.
Oh, Makiak, this tea selection's amazing. Oh, the silverware, beautiful.
Makiak just kind of watches you curiously and just lets you go on and talk.
My great grandmother had one just like this. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, where is everybody?
They left about 15 minutes ago.
Did you see which direction they went in?
Yes, they went out the door.
But you don't know where they went after that.
As much as I am an anarch, I do not see through walls.
Oh.
Reginald?
They left. So they left without me.
Yes. Does that bother you?
In a little while from now, if I'm not feeling any less sour, I promise myself to treat myself and visit a nearby tower. And climbing to the top, will throw myself off in an effort to make it clear to whoever what it's like when you're shattered, left standing in the lurch.
You know,
at a
it's
church.
beautiful. Did you know that magic and music very powerful here? You better be careful, singing.
Oh. Alone again, naturally. Yes. No, it's all. I must say, you are a marvelous host.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
What do you see in Kotatar?
And he straightens up for a moment and kind of looks at you a little bit tiffed. And then his eyes soften. What do I not see in him? He is pure good in his heart. He is a strong warrior and he cares deeply for people. And he's pretty easy on the eyes, if I do say so myself.
Oh, he's very handsome. There's no doubt there.
He is my sunshine. He is everything that keeps me together.
That's quite beautiful. Yes, I find you're right, he's all of those things. Except nice to everyone. I don't feel he's very nice to me.
You just don't understand the way Kotatar loves. But you're right, he may not like you.
Maybe one day he will.
Maybe.
Yes. I think I better go find them. If they've gone, maybe someone's in trouble. Oh, I just realized could you help me find my brother? His body is just dead and lying there. He's got
Your brother is dead. And you want to find him?
Yes, he's actually got some amazing weaponry and tricks that I kind of just left there. And it could be very, very handy in our coming battles.
Why don't I help you find your friends first?
And then can you help me find my brother?
No.
If I think it, will it come true?
No. Don't try.
Okay.
You can roll an insight check on that if you want.
I really do.
I'm gonna roll a deception check against it.
9.
Okay, you believe him.
Damn. It's got this amazing dagger I've wanted all my life. All right. I'll just go outside and see if I can find where they went.
I will accompany you.
Oh, you will? Thank you. I've got no idea where I am. I've had a hell of a day.
He walks you out the door, and everything seems normal and fine, and you look, but you do not see your friends. And then you get this feeling like you're being watched. And then suddenly the ground begins to shake. Makiak holds you steady as Makiak can bear the movement.
Is this normal?
It's become normal. Hold on. And the ground begins to break underneath you as everything shakes. You hear the halflings screaming from inside as they all take cover. Stay, don't move. And you see Makiak step forward, bring his hands up into the air, close his eyes, and a white energy pours from him, seeping into the cracks. And the earthquake subsides, and the cracks begin to heal. And you just see him concentrating so hard. And the cracks heal, the earthquake stops, and he falls to the ground.
Oh my god, that was amazing. I'll help him up.
I should have been concentrating this whole time. I slipped. Seeing Kotatar, I just wanted a break. And he's kind of just in his own head. He's feeling guilt.
Rest now. And I'll lead him back to his house. I will find my friends. You need to rest.
Okay. You take him back to he leads you to a small temple. It's more like a makeshift temple where he resides. It's at the center of this island, dead center, and he sits there on a pillow and he begins to meditate, and he lets you go as he begins to concentrate on keeping Limbo at bay.
I give him a little kiss on the forehead.
He accepts it, and you can tell he's already in a trance.
And then I'll say, thank you, and then leave.
And you leave. And we're back. And you guys
what
see...
a disaster.
You guys see that you are all in this white void. You guys do not see your body, but you can see Nira. What would you like to do?
Nira?
Yeah, we found you.
Okay, so I don't see them. I don't know what's happening.
Yes.
Is the dragon there? or just do I see a shadow?
You see a shadow drag. You see a shadow of a dragon on the wall, and it's kind of pacing back and forth. Now, how long does your mage hand last?
My mage hand lasts. Where did it go?
I think it's a minute.
1 minute.
Yeah. I think by now your mage hand would have disappeared, but it is a cantrip, I think, so you can recast it if you want. But as soon as that
him back, or is go ahead.
So as soon as the mage hand disappears, the dragon starts to walk, like the shadow of the dragon begins to move away from the door. And its tail kind of, whips back and forth. It flutters its wings a bit, and then it's kind of just pacing.
So it might be nothing. This might be a trick. I'm fine. I'm big and strong. I'm not afraid of this. I'm going to walk towards that door.
As soon as you begin to walk, and your shadow grows longer as you get from the light, the dragon right in front of the door, and your shadow merges with that shadow. And you guys can see Nira doing this. You are invisible, but what would you like to do?
Nira,
You hear that?
we're here. We can't see our bodies. What's going on? Why are you here?
I just point towards the dragon and the door.
Yes. What? Oh my. Why is there that shadow looks a lot like that's a trick, isn't it? That can't be a dragon. What?
Hey, why can we see you? You can't see us.
I cast invisibility
On us?
on me.
But you're visible.
Yes.
Okay. So what are we doing here?
I point again
What?
towards
Did
the
you-
shadow.
Did you disappear?
Oh,
Why did you
no,
disappear?
apparently you're already invisible, and I cast it, and I made myself visible. It's just cast a spell. It hit
It's
something.
opposite. Like opposite
hit something.
day.
Hit literally anything, and you'll no longer be invisible. Or stay invisible, because that looks horrible. Did
Kotatar.
it hurt when it hit my shadow? Or like, did it feel
Let's-
anything?
You feel, how to explain this? No. Your shadow, you feel like a resistance when your shadow kind of tries to get up to the wall. It stops you because the dragon is blocking the door, the shadow of the door.
So
Mhm.
have you gone through the door?
No, I can't get through the dragon.
Okay,
You have no shadow. You should try it.
Okay. I will try to open the door.
This might have been
You
a
walk
bad idea.
through, you go and you try to touch the door. It feels like it's just been drawn on.
Hey, this is a drawing.
Try believing it's a door.
Door is ajar. Except when it's a door.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I am going to put my hand on the knob and open this very real door.
Intelligence check? There's a deception check, more like it.
Wait,
I'm
This
believing
is
it.
guidance. I
I'm
don't have
belie-
that.
Oh wait, that's a saving throw.
Believe it.
Oh shit!
What's
So
that?
okay, here's the thing. I
Okay.
accidentally did an intelligence save. Can I keep my die roll and just make the take 3 off of it because it wasn't a save?
It's
or do you
your
want me to
birthday,
re-roll it?
Sure.
I mean, I'll re-roll it, whatever. I'll re-roll.
It's your
Oh,
birthday.
nat 20. Even
That's
better.
right.
Yes.
Great.
That's how you know
24.
it's your birthday.
Your intelligence tells you that this door is flat. it's 2D. That's it.
But I'm believing it's real.
Hope just begging us to leave this place.
2D or not
Begging.
2D? That is the question.
Yeah.
Get out.
Can we go back?
No.
We're trying to get out Kotatar. That's the whole point.
Wait, how did you get here? Is the
No, I followed you. Is my vine still attached through nothingness?
You look behind you, all you see is a bright light source and an empty void that goes on forever.
Don't worry, guys, I got this. I dig through my bag and I pull out the Wand of Secrets. Come on,
Incredible.
find me a door in this place.
Bibbidi bobbidi door.
How does the Wand of Secrets work again? Is it? I can
While
look it up.
holding it, you can expend an action, one of its charges, and if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points towards it.
That's really fun.
The wand is pulsing at this drawn door.
Amazing.
Hope.
As like nothing's working.
That is
like,
the door. Right there. That one right there. 100%.
Kotatar is just like, so is this some sort of demiplane that's not attached to Limbo? Because that should have most certainly worked, David.
Kotatar,
you're
you can give
asking-
me... Kotatar, give me an Arcana check.
Nope. 5. Nope.
You have no idea what this is. It doesn't feel like Limbo, but...
Does it
Okay,
feel
we
like
can
we're
all agree
drawings
this
on a
is
piece
silly.
of paper?
What's that?
Does it feel like we're drawings on a piece of paper, like a 2D plane?
Roll me an intelligence check. Is that the right one? Give me an investigation check.
Jane Silva.
Natural 20.
Yes.
You feel like you are 3D characters in a 2D world. And that, with a nat 20, I'll say that is a problem. And you feel like you need to think 2D to get out of a 2D world.
Yeah. Okay. So this is how we're going to need to work. We can't change the world around us, but we can probably think to change ourselves. So we're going to have to think like we're flat.
What does that mean? Can you be a little bit?
It
What?
means everything in this world is like, you have a piece of parchment and a
Mhm.
child draws on it.
Mhm.
That piece of parchment is the whole world. And we are the marbles on the table that run across the parchment. Except the parchment can't contain the marbles. So to get in and out of this parchment world, we have to become parchment also. That was
I
a
have an
terrible
idea.
example.
Nira, the last time you had an idea brought you here. Can we maybe just slow things down a bit? I'm not upset
but-
at you. It is exactly what I expected to happen. We're just trying to figure this out.
Every other time Nira's had an idea, it saved our life though. So I still want to
It's
hear
like
it.
A pendulum swing. I think this is swinging in the positive direction, yes?
I also have an idea when we're ready, but mine's silly. But this is a silly place, so
Well,
This is a silly
Oh,
place.
mine's
the
not.
headache
intelligent.
I just got rid of is back, so it won't matter. Please, both of you, go ahead.
What if we just stand this way? Like
We
in a
turn
drawing, you're
90
2D, and we're
degrees.
just like do 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 do, and then I open it like this.
well. So
I'm intrigued
here's
to watch it.
the thing is, Nira, your shadow is showing on the wall, 2D. And when we got here, you tried to walk to that door, and the dragon's shadow stopped it.
Yes.
So there is something I used to do with my brother and sister when we were really young. And like I said, this is very silly, but we're in a silly place. So I'm going to put my hands out and I'm going to do like a perpetual druid craft to make just my hands covered in hopefully visible flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Are they visible?
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
I'm going to create with the light, I'm going to create a shadow puppet in front of the door that is going to look like a big monster, and it's going to block the dragon. It's going to try to scare away the dragon. All right, Nira, try to open the door.
So you do this. You create this shadow puppet of a monster, and you kind of animate it in front of the wall, and the dragon immediately turns its head and looks at you in this not you, but at the monster, the shadow monster, and rears back and charges for it. What do you do?
I will have my monster that I've created try to charge back into it and collide with it, and then go, all right, Nira, try to open the door.
So this dragon runs, and you guys clash, and you can feel this resistance on your real hand as this dragon like hits the shadow, and it pulls, and the dragon has left the door.
I go
All right,
to
Nira,
open
your
the
shadow's
door.
turn.
Yeah, but I use my shadow after taking the cue from David, but I'm still doing the weird sideways dance because I think it's really going to be helpful.
Nira, you reach out with your hand, you reach out, you're sideways, and you like reach out, and your shadow then is sideways reaching out for the door handle, and the shadow grabs onto the door handle and pulls, and the doors open.
Teamwork!
We're good, David.
Well, I
go
love the
inside.
creativity.
Ready to go back?
I wander back through the door with you all.
Kotatar?
If anyone's looking at him, I think he catches himself smiling and then stops.
You like us.
Yeah.
Lame.
Roll credits.
Kotatar, you look stronger, like almost like a level stronger.
I mean, he was glowing before. Absolutely glowing.
Skincare regimen? No?
Get your nails done.
Hold on. We can certainly talk about that, but let's get the fuck out of here first.
All right.
Of course.
And you guys walk out the door, and as soon as you walk out the door, you are pulled back into limbo, and you look behind you, and Nira, I'll say this, you can still see that pocket suddenly dissipate. And Nira, give me an Arcana check as this happens.
9.
You don't know what this was, but it wasn't limbo.
That was weird.
What was weird?
That thing. Oh, I can fight it if I
Yeah.
do this. I just start playing music.
Oh, okay. You play your harp again? Is that what you do? You play your
Yeah.
and it doesn't work right away, but if you were to play for the next 10 minutes, you'll start to see the pockets again. What would you guys like to do?
How many pockets are there?
I feel like I'll do it on the walk back because it's
Yeah.
been a few minutes.
It just depends on what you guys
I
want to
do
do.
this long enough. This'll do.
Yeah, so she's got to do that for 10 minutes. So if there's something you want to do during that time, go ahead.
We grab Reginald. We don't want to leave him behind in this.
I don't know if we should necessarily just
We
jump into
don't.
every hole we find, but this is a good
No.
way to find holes on the way.
Yes.
Does it feel like closing that hole? I mean, that's not for me to. I would have to ask Kotatar then. Like, Kotatar, does it feel like closing that hole had any impact on Limbo, or is that maybe something your husband might know? Like, are we just here to close a bunch of doors?
Not much different than what we were doing on the Prime Material, I suppose. But I don't think so. And call it bias, but I hope it's not as. Certainly, I would like a fairly easy solution to all of this, but if it's that simple, I think I would be really disappointed.
And you felt that was simple.
In the grand scheme of things, based off of everything else that we've run into, absolutely.
I am bleeding a lot less than normal, so that's nice.
Like, not at all. It's quite
Give
good.
it time. that was actually supposed to sound to make you feel better, and I recognize that it's okay. And he just starts walking.
Character growth.
Headed? Where are you guys headed?
Well, back to where we were, back to the tea area is where he would go.
Okay.
Anyway.
Back to
Alright,
your husband, really. Yeah.
Back to the lodge.
He doesn't know where the temple is, so.
Reginald,
Yes.
you're walking through these woods. It's not a huge island, but you find yourself walking longer than it was to get to where you were. Roll me a survival check.
That's not bad. Dirty 20.
Yeah, these woods are moving. They're changing.
If I stop walking, do they keep changing? Do I notice the change?
You don't notice the change.
I walk faster.
Okay. You walk another 5, 10 minutes. You're still lost in these woods. You have not reached the edge of them at all yet.
How tall is the canopy?
The trees are probably about 20 feet tall. They're nice, big, strong oaks.
I turn into a giant and see if I
Okay.
can see above the trees.
How tall is your giant?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I become large. That's what it says. I don't know how large is large.
Let's find out.
Is Reginald just gonna wander off in the forest and we're never gonna find him?
Never find it.
Maximum
Man,
height.
that solves my problem. Great.
Your
Can't wait to
maximum
see your
height
new character.
is 16 feet.
Okay.
So you grow large, but it's not quite tall enough to see above the trees. Now you could try to climb a tree from this height.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and climb a tree.
Okay. You use your giant body to kind of grab onto these, and you're kind of in the canopy of it, and so you got to kind of work yourself around all of these like branches and bushes of leaves, and you find a pocket that you can kind of just poke your head out of.
And what do I see?
You see the infinite mass space of Limbo. You see a galaxy of stars and silvery purple clouds above you.
I look in awe. Whoa.
Cool.
And then, yeah, about 30 seconds of whoa. And then try and find my way back to Makiak.
Yeah, you want to get back to Makiak, or you want to try to get back out of the woods?
Well, both really.
Okay, because you took Makiak to the center of the woods. So if you want to get out of the woods to get back to the lodge, that's in an opposite direction as it would be to Makiak.
I think I'll go back to Makiak.
Okay, you look around and you see the edge of the forest literally just about 30, 35 feet away. And you can see the lodge from here. And you're actually not too far from the center of the woods.
Okay. Can I... So, how... Can I get to Makiak then?
Yeah, you want to get down back into the forest and go over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to stay large?
I will.
Okay. It's going to be difficult terrain in order for you to traverse into these woods.
I got advantage.
You're a
on stealth
kaiju.
checks. I'm a kaiju. I'm fine.
Reader repulse. After 5,000 years, I'm free.
You begin to walk, and you could have sworn that the center of the canopy, the opening, that where Machiek's temple was literally 30 feet away, but you have been walking for a good 3-4 minutes.
I get frustrated. I turn around. Okay, I'm gonna try and make it to the lodge.
Okay, you go the opposite direction.
Same problem, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Can I think myself to get to the lodge? To teleport myself to the lodge by thinking it?
You roll me an intelligence check.
13.
You believe that no matter where you are, you're only 30 feet away from the edge of the forest. You just never reach it. So you think maybe with a face step and some positive thought, you could probably make it out.
Except we haven't had a long rest, so I'm out of face steps. So I think he's gonna find somewhere to have a sleep.
Or you can try without the face step.
I'll try. Okay, I'll try without the face step.
Think very hard. So give me a D100 roll.
Ugh. 28.
If you level up, I swear to God.
I swear to Alseta.
I will burn this limbo down.
Okay. You're thinking very hard, correct, to get out of these woods?
Yep.
This is incredible.
Oh no.
You poof with a bit of mist. And you appear poof, back in the lodge, and you are surrounded in a burst of delicious foods. More food than the halflings could have ever made. You were at a feast.
And I'm giant sized, so did I break the house?
You sure did. Absolutely. You were sitting on a halfling.
Oh shit.
And you broke the house.
Shit. Oh shit.
And you broke the
You're
house.
sitting on a halfling.
And at this moment, everyone else walks into the lodge, which now has a hole in it.
What?
What did you do?
What happened?
I brought food.
You're sitting on a halfling.
Oh, sorry.
Get up! Get up!
I shrink down to normal size. Oh, sorry, Greg. Pull him out.
Good old
My
Greg.
name's not Greg.
Prestidigitate that poor halfling.
Why did you assume his name was Greg?
His name's Greg. He told me before.
No one's talked
I'm
to
so
you.
sorry, sir.
I'm sure your name's Greg. He must have something wrong with him. He's Greg. I'm sure it's Greg.
Sorry, sir. This is Wendy's.
You guys are all back together, and that's where we will end our episode.
Chaos.
This is how I feel right now.
Hope is never gonna let us go to a place with portals again.
Yeah.
It's
Which is funny
literally
because that is the whole point of the
that is the
show.
entire campaign. Yeah.
Portals.
That's why.
Now we're in Limboni.
No, you can't just do it again. You can't just do it again.
What's the official phrase? Limboni.
No. Is it a
don't know.
Limboni what you drive over the ice to get it
No,
smooth?
it's a Zamboni.
It's a Zamboni.
That's a Limboni.
No, everyone was
Zamboni?
being very coy. And then
Oh.
Is it a stretch?
So good.
A Limboni is a stretch Zamboni.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
damn it.
I want one now.
Oh,
I would
thank you
like
so
to
much,
leave.
everyone. Thank you to my players. Thank you so much to
Thank
everyone
you,
who
Hope.
watched
Thank
with
you, Hope.
us. Thank you to everyone who listens on our podcast. We appreciate all of you, and we will be back next week.
Next week. Woo!
All right.
Where's my husband?
Bye.